Hi students and ag faculty at Ohio State University, ATI. My name is Haley Comature. I am majoring in animal science here at Northeast and I'm from Lawrence, Nebraska.
I'm Agnes Kurtzels and I'm a first year student also at Northeast studying animal science, and I'm from Forage, Nebraska.
And I'm Rosemary Goebbels and I'm also a first year student majoring in animal science at Northeast. I am from Plainview, Nebraska.
Today we will be discussing the benefits of cover crops for weed suppression.
We will also be talking about how cover crops can be a use of a forage for livestock.
And finally, we'll talk about the cover crop field we are working in, which is called R6.
Our focus is mostly going to be on cereal rye and the root systems of grass plants. Cereal rye is one of the most used cover crops in Northeast Nebraska. The roots of rye is very fibrous and helps limit the root system of weeds and prevents the soil from becoming compacted. The fast-paced growth of cover crops allows a canopy to form over the soil, preventing sunlight from reaching the soil so that weeds can't grow. Some examples of the weeds are lamb's quarter and water hemp.
Rye allows for longer grazing seasons and is a great choice for those that need a fall and early spring grazing. This gives you extra feed, so if you choose to cut it for hay. Livestock should be moved twice weekly. It is a good idea to strip graze, which means this gives you a set amount of forage that is allotted at one time that meets the needs of the livestock. Ryegrass is a great fall and winter crop to graze if planted in September. Grazing can begin after cover crops grow 6 to 8 inches tall for grasses or 10 inches tall for legumes. The crop species we can use for cover crops and grazing is extensive. Common choices for covers include cereal grains, oats, annual ryegrass, peas, vetch, Sudan grass, and clovers. Selection will depend on what time of the season we can plant, if it's summer, late summer, early fall, or late fall. Do we want a cover that winter kills or not? Seed cost, grass versus legume, etc. Many of the cover crops who also graze cattle indicate that they have been most successful with diverse mixtures of cover crop species. Diverse mixtures can serve the purpose of improving soil health, holding soil, and providing cheap forage.
The cover crop field R6 has a sandy marginal soil that has a corn, forage, sorghum rotation. It has been in this rotation for over 25 years and has been in a cover crop of cereal rye for 5 years. This has caused the organic matter to increase by 60%. When they started using cover crops, the soil was very low in organic matter. So when they started planting rye, the organic matter started to increase dramatically.
There are many other species of cover crops such as radishes, winter peas, flax, oats, and Sudan grass. The use of cover crops helps with feeding the microorganisms in the soil. Microorganisms help break down and move nutrients closer to the plant. The use of cover crops helps with feeding the microorganisms in the soil. Organic matter decomposition serves two functions for the microorganisms, providing energy for growth and supplying carbon for the formation of new cells. Dead plant residues and plant nutrients become food for the microbes in the soil.
Thank you, OSU ATI, for listening to us today over the benefits of cover crops. A special thanks goes to our teacher, Mr. Noonan, for sharing this information with us and giving us this amazing opportunity. Go Big Red!